Hello, this is Herman, and this video is created for educational purposes. We will be talking about identity theft. We will define identity theft. We will talk about the different types of identity theft. We'll talk about where to report identity theft and how we can prevent identity theft. First of all, let us define what is identity theft. Identity theft is when someone steals your personal information, be it your social security number, your full names, and commit fraud with it. I think it is very important to know what they do with their identity. When they steal your identity, these people can fight taxes. They can use your personal information to file for credit cards. They can use your personal information to go to the hospital. They can use your personal credit information to get access to the legal system and commit crimes which they know are going to affect you. Let us identify the types of identity theft. At this junction, therefore, let us analyze the various types of identity theft. First of all, child identity theft, tax identity theft, medical identity theft, senior identity theft, and social identity theft. 1 in every 10 kids are targets to identity theft. First of all, let's talk about child identity theft. This is a very serious issue we need to handle with caution. Reason being, it can go for so long without being punished, because when the child is still young, they don't know their information, so the thief can get away with it. And by the time we realize, the damage has already been done. The tax identity theft is where the thief uses your personal information to fight taxes with either the government or your local state. Make sure you shred the packaging of your medication every time you get it from the pharmacy or from the doctor. The next one which we'll be talking about here is medical identity theft. This is a very common one where someone will steal either your medical insurance number or your medical ID to get access to your health care, or to bill your insurance falsely. Identity theft has drained her account, and that's why she's crying. Another very interesting type of identity theft is senior identity theft. We should note at this point that this is a very common and very easy target for those who steal their identities, because since the seniors are in constant contact with their social workers and their healthcare providers, they give out their information to them, and this makes them very vulnerable since they need to be taken care of, and these people need this information to be able to take care of them. So this is a very easy target for most people who steal identities. The social media is the most common place where identity theft occurs. The last but not the least types of identity theft is the social identity theft, where the thief uses your name, your photo, or any information that you have on social media to create a phony account to be able to get access to other things on the social media platform. Important question is, how do we prevent identity theft? So now that we have touched on the various types of identity theft, let's look at measures that we can take to prevent this identity theft. First of all, the social security number. To prevent the thieves from getting access to this, we have to limit walking around with our social security number, And also, we cannot write this number down on paper or on checks that we carry around. Another way we can prevent ourselves from identity theft is not allowing ourselves or giving our personal information to people we don't know over the phone, through the email, or online on the social media platform. Another way we can prevent this from happening is calling the three credit agencies to report or freeze our credit while we are running an investigation on what is going on. Another way is to put privacy on our mobile devices. Since most of our information is being stored on our mobile devices, we should create privacy, put passwords to such sites so people cannot get easy access into them. Another way we can prevent ourselves from this is always checking the mails, and when you know you are not gonna be home for a long period of time, you can call the post office and freeze your mails for some time till you return. And something you should never forget, it's updating and turning on your firewall whenever you're using a public Wi-Fi. Consider using a virtual private network which you can give your privacy or secured private network. Another way we can prevent this, which is a very simple way, is by checking our credit card reports and our bank account summaries, making sure the receipts we have correspond to the bank account transactions that we've carried out within a certain or a specific period of time, to make sure the transaction, everything matches. And one thing we all know but we forget to do is installing viruses on our home computers, on our cell phones, on our personal computers, and everything that we know these guys can get access to. We have to prevent our computers or electronics from the hands of these bad guys. And another interesting tip we can prevent ourselves from being taken advantage of by identity theft, we always should change our passwords frequently or create complex passwords which identity theft dealers cannot get or cannot guess easily. And also, we should change our password whenever the company we're doing business with, they have a compromised system. And last but not the least, things that we should do every year is to check our credit report with annualcreditreport.com, which is free. You can check your credit and make sure only the accounts that you opened are open, and check if any extra account is open. You should be able to dictate and close it right away. Another thing is, let's look at how or where you can report identity theft once you have identified it. Most people don't know, and I think it's a very important information to know where to go to when you realize or you suspect that your identity has been compromised. First of all, we have to report identity theft. You must report identity theft, or else you're putting yourself in great jeopardy. First of all, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, online at identitytheft.gov, or by phone at number 1-877-438-4338. And once you report the identity theft on the identitytheft.gov, a report and a process for recovery will be sent to you to recover your lost identity. Another means we can use to report identity theft is going immediately or calling the nearest police station. At this juncture, therefore, let's look at where you can report specific identity theft. First of all, the medical identity theft can report it to your insurance company immediately. For the tax identity theft, as soon as you realize your tax ID has been compromised, you need to call the Department of Revenue to make sure you are reporting this identity theft. Importantly, we also need to know organizations that we need to report identity theft to. The first organization we need to report identity theft to is our financial institutions. The second one, it's the retail companies that we carry out these transactions with. And another one is the State Consumer Protection Office. And also the long-term care ombudsman. It's another organization we need to report these identity theft issues to. And also the three agencies that we have that we need to report identity theft with. All forms of identity theft should be treated with maximum urgency.